Hello students, we shall begin the discussion for the chapter Inequalities. The very first concept we have to understand is the concept of intervals. Now what is an interval? Interval by definition is a set of numbers. However, there is more into it, so you have to learn everything in details. So for that, let's go back to the concept of a number line. So if this is your number line, and if I take 2 points over here, take two numbers, let's say 3 and 7, and we know that there are infinite numbers in between 3 and 7, right? So there are infinite number of numbers between 3 and 7. So entire range of numbers from 3 to 7 can be expressed in different ways. All these different ways are basically your intervals, right? You must be getting confused how you can write in different ways. So let us learn all those different ways one by one. Okay, so the very first interval that you have to understand is the concept of closed interval. Now what is a closed interval? So if I take the number line and take two numbers, let's say I'm taking 2 and 4. Okay, a closed interval is always written like this: a comma b. Okay, in this case we are going to write like this: 2 comma 4. Okay, so as you can see, both sides it is closed. That's why it is called a closed interval. Now what is the meaning of both side closed? Both side closed means everything between 2 and 4 is included. Obviously that will come, and 2 and 4 also come. That means the border values, the values in the border, that means 2 and 4 are also included. That means in a comma b, a and b are included if they are in closed interval. Okay, now how to draw it symbolically on the number line? 2 comma 4, everything between 2 and 4, and the dots represent that 2 and 4 are also included. So this is the concept of closed interval. The next one is a open interval. Now in an open interval, if I take the number line here and take the 2 points again, 2 and 4, an open interval is always written like this: both sides open. So in this case we are going to write it like this: 2 and 4. So what does this mean? Is that everything between 2 and 4, everything between 2 and 4 are included, of course, but the border values, that is 2 and 4, are excluded, right? This is very, very important. How to represent it in the graph? 2 and 4 like this. There is no dots. Remember, in the closed interval we have just learned that there are dots. So what is the difference between a comma b closed and a comma b open? Now a comma b closed means everything between a and b will come, and also a and b will come. But a comma b open means everything between a and b will come, but the border values, that is a and b, won't come. I hope you have understood the difference between closed and open. Now there can be different variants to this one, so let's learn those variants. The first one can be semi-open. Now if I take the number line again and take 2 and 4, semi-open mean this side open, that means two sides. So how to write it? 2 comma 4. This is semi-open. That means this 2 is not included, but 4 is included. I hope you are running the graph over here. 2 is not included, so there is no dot. 4 is included, so there is the dot. Now this is also called, so symbolically semi-open interval is written like this: a is not included, b is included. So left side is open, so this is also called left open interval. Okay, So now there can be another variation to this one, and that is semi-closed interval. Now semi-closed interval means if I take the number line again and take the 2 points 2 and 4, semi-closed means now this end will be closed, that means 2 end will be closed and 4 will be open. So how to write it then? 2 is closed, 4 is open. 2 is included, 4 is excluded. So left side is closed, yes, 4, and this side is open. So basically this is wrong. You have to write it like this. Okay, so left side is closed, right side is open. So this one is also called right open interval, because right side is open, right? So this is also called right open interval. Okay, all right. So there's one more that you have to learn, and you can call it number 5, and that is semi-infinite interval. Semi-infinite interval. Now what does it mean? So if you have the number line, suppose, and this is minus infinity, this is plus infinity, let's say I have a point over here, suppose 2. So if I want to represent this range minus infinity to, the infinity side is always open. Why? Because infinity never ends, right? And 2 can be closed or 2 can be open, so something like this. But what you have to understand over here is that this infinity side is always open, right? And if suppose if I want to express this range, so how will you write? We'll write, suppose 2 is closed, so 2 is closed, but infinity, positive infinity is always open. Again, infinity side is always open. You have to remember this concept, and that is why this kind of intervals are called semi-infinite interval. Okay, infinity side is always open. Okay, so if we summarize all these concepts, the first one, closed interval a comma b, everything between a and b and also a and b. Open interval a comma b, everything between a and b only, a and b are excluded. Semi open like this, b is included. Semi closed like this, now b is excluded, a is included. And these are the examples of semi open intervals. You can also have a open also, no problem. I can write like this also, no issues. Okay, so I hope you have learned everything related to the intervals. Let me draw the graph again so that you understand it better. So closed means everything between 2 and 4. We'll put dots here. Open means everything between a and b, 2 and 4 rather, and this time both ends open. Number 3, if I want to draw in graph, then 2 is open, b is 4 is closed, so this is how it will draw. Number 4, if I want to draw, we're taking 2 and 4, 2 end is closed, 4 end is open, so this graph will be something like this. Okay, so and the others, number 5 and 6, so if I take the graph and take the 2 over here, this suppose 2 is included, so I'll have it like this. Okay, on the other side also I'll have it like this. Okay, I hope you are clear. If you have any doubt, please contact me. In the next video we shall understand another concept from the chapter.